Hi everyone, it's Mr. Wright here with a spelling, punctuation and grammar video. In this video we're going to be looking at possessive apostrophes. We're going to be looking at the use of apostrophes for singular and plural words. Possessive, remember, is to own or have something belong to you. And singular, like the word single, means one, and plural means more than one. So, first of all, let's have a look at some different nouns that we can use to help us with our possessive apostrophes. So, here we have a short list of some nouns. We have boy, girl, teacher, elephant, and flower. Remembering that the spelling of the phoneme f in elephant is spelt with the grapheme PH. Now these nouns are in the singular form. It's one boy, one girl, one teacher, elephant, and one flower. We're going to change these into the plural form, so that will help us with our apostrophe use. So boy obviously becomes boys, girl becomes girls, teacher changes to teachers, elephants. Have you spotted the rule for changing these words to plural? All of those words, to change them from singular to plural, you add the S. They all follow the same rule. Now, what we're going to do next is have a look at how we can use possessive apostrophes with the singular and plural forms of these nouns. So, if we're talking about singular possession, that means this one boy possesses or owns one thing or something. The rule with the apostrophe is to add apostrophe S. And remember, an apostrophe is a comma that floats at the same height as short letters, like the O and the S. So now this word still means one boy, but he owns or possesses something. That's missing because we haven't written the sentence yet. If a girl owns something, it would be girls, teachers, elephants, flowers. So now each of these is still one of those name types, still one teacher, still one flower, but now adding the possessive apostrophe, the rule for singular, it means that something belongs to each of these things. We don't know what that is yet because we would need to write a sentence. Now the key thing to remember about this is the apostrophe with that S does not tell us they are plural. The apostrophe S is all about possession. So the S is not for more than one boy, it's because of the possession. So it's different to this word boys because the S in this word is for plural. The difference is the apostrophe. If the apostrophe is there, that separates the S. It means it's one boy and something belongs to him. In this word, the S is part of the word boy, which means there's more than one boy. At the moment, there is no possession shown because there's no apostrophes applied to these words. So let's have a look at how we would show that. So with the single form, when it's one, it was apostrophe S. With the plural form, it's the other way around. It's S apostrophe. Now the S goes in first because it pluralizes. It makes the word plural. The apostrophe after shows the possession. As we've already added the S, we just need to put the apostrophe after the S. So now both of these types of words show possession. In this version, it's one boy who owns something, and in the other word, boys, it's many boys, more than one, who own something or possess something. You're doing really well so far. So now, why don't we think of some examples for these words? So boy, what would a boy own? Could be a coat. So let's put a determiner in to start the sentence off. It could be a or the. Now I'm going to talk about a specific boy. So we're going to use the determiner the. So now we've got the boy's coat. Now, of course, that's a very short sentence. It could be extended, but for the purposes of this, it's just to show possession. So in this sentence, the boy's coat, it is the coat that is possessed by the boy. He owns it. It is his. And usually, the thing that is owned or possessed is after the noun, who it belongs to. We could have the girl's hat. And again, the item is coming after the possession. It's coming after who owns the hat. It could be the teacher's classroom, the elephant's tusk, the flower's stem. Let's have a look at the plural form if we use the same idea of a coat. Now this time it's not one boy and his coat. It's going to be many boys and their coats. So we would put the determiner the, I'm going to choose, the boy's coat. Now if we left that sentence like that, the boy's coat, that means many boys own one coat. They share it. That's probably unlikely. So we need to add the plural spelling for coat, change to coats. The boys' coats, meaning those coats belong to those boys. It's the same for the girls. They might share one hat, but it's unlikely. So we're going to say they have their own. We're going to plural it. The girls' hats. It could then be the teacher's classrooms, the elephant's tusks, the flower's stems. So let's have a go at using the apostrophe correctly in some sentences. I've written two very short sentences. They're very, very similar. They're both in the past tense. How do you know they're in the past tense? Which words are the clue? Was and were. Past tense. These words are about something that is belonging, possessed by someone or some people. It's the bike. So that's what's being possessed in these sentences. The bike is the important thing in the sentence. It's what's being talked about. The boy's bike was muddy. The boys' bikes were muddy. One of these sentences is singular and one is plural. But how can we tell? Because both sentences, the word boys is used. We can't tell properly because the apostrophe hasn't been used. There are clues though that can tell us. The word bike and bikes. In this sentence, there's more than one bike. Also, the word was and were. Were is used for more than one. So, this one, the clues are telling us there's one bike. It must be one boy's bike. So where does the apostrophe go? It goes before the S. In this sentence, the clues are telling us there's more than one bike. So this must be many boys and their bikes. Remembering that it is this one boy that owns this muddy bike, and it is these many boys that own these muddy bikes. Well done everyone, we've made it to the end, and something worth noting before I set you your challenges, Remember that for plural forms of some words, the spelling rules can be different. Maybe you could investigate that yourself and look out for those kind of spellings when you're reading. Here's your challenges. Number 1, have a go at writing some sentences for teacher, elephant and flower using possessive apostrophes. You could do it in the single and plural form. Number 2, when you're reading, have a look out for these different plural spellings and have a look out for the use of possessive apostrophes. Well done everyone, and I'll see you again soon.